Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll be doing a review on these Victory Fight Gear Classic Series 3.0 boxing gloves. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so today I'm doing a close-up weigh-in and review on the Victory Fight Gear Classic Series 3.0 boxing gloves. Got this in dark blue with tan brown, 16 ounces and Velcro closure, full 100% genuine leather. And I believe these gloves are made in Pakistan. There's no actual tag on the inside, but I believe these are made in Pakistan just based on the construction and the kind of materials they use. So you can see it's a really good looking glove. I love this color scheme with that tan brown and dark blue with a little bit of white to offset it. Gives it kind of an old school with a new school twist to the glove. On the back it says Victory Fight Gear. It uses 3-layer multi-layer foam construction that's more on the firm side. It has a Velcro strap with that tan brown piping, handcrafted Victory Fight Gear. That's a rubberized patch. The inside liner uses a satin nylon liner and a tricot on the back of the wrist. You can see it has a 3.5-inch Velcro strap, handcrafted, genuine leather, premium quality, 16 ounces. There's the stitching there. I'll give you guys kind of a close-up of the stitching. It could be a little bit cleaner there. Not the symmetry between the two lines of stitching is a little bit off. And same thing right here on the grip bar. But of course, that's what this review is for, to kind of point out the good and the bad. Attached thumb. You can see has that old school script on the fingertip compartment. There's the edges, there's the Velcro. And the stitching on the back right here could definitely be done better. Could have been done a little bit cleaner. Not a huge deal, but again, we're nitpicking. Then we're nitpicking, right? So this is the left glove. Here's the right. This one looks a little cleaner. And same thing with the stitching on this one. You can actually compare the two. If you look at the right glove, you can see just it's done a little bit cleaner. And the symmetry between the stitching looks cleaner, where this one you can see it's kind of like goes wide and then it kind of gets narrow and down. And then the same thing here on the grip bar. Not a huge deal, again, just being nitpicky. Nice large size grip bar there. Ventilated holes on the thumb. So there you have it. Let's go ahead and put these on the scale. See how much these things weigh. We'll start off with the right glove. The right glove is at 15.1. And the left glove is at 15.0. So the gloves are an ounce underweight, under their advertised weight. Exactly on weight with each other, just 1 ounce underweight. Again, for training gloves, that's not too big of a deal, but there you have it. Let's go ahead and do the review. Hey, what's up guys? Carlo here, and today I'm doing a review on the Victory Fight Gear Classic 3.0 boxing gloves. Got mine in this dark blue and tan brown color scheme. They have other colors you can choose from as well. 16 ounces, you can also get it in 14. Velcro closure here, or you can get it in lace up. So you have several choices to choose from. Victory Fight Gear is a brand that specializes in all kinds of boxing and MMA equipment. And I think they're exclusively sold through msmfightshop.com. That's where I actually purchased these gloves. They're an actual brick and mortar store based out of Miami, Florida, but obviously they sell products online as well. Not just Victory Fight Gear, but they also have all kinds of other products, Rival, Winning, you name it, they probably have it. So the Victory Fight Gear gloves have actually been gloves and a brand just in general that's been on my radar for a while now. I just never pulled the trigger. So I finally got a pair of these. And these are a good, well-rounded training glove. Now, I think these are made in Pakistan. There's no label on the inside, but just based on the kind of leather that's used, the interior liner, and just the overall look and feel of the gloves, that's my best guess is they're made in Pakistan, maybe India. But the reason I got it is I just think they look really sharp. At least from when I saw it on the photos online, and even when I got it in person, they're a really sharp-looking glove. And they actually exceeded my expectations. So you can see here with the dark blue and the tan brown, it has kind of an old school with a new school twist to it. The back of the glove has the Victory Fight Gear logo right here on the back. Good placement with the logo, and it's the same on each side. Then coming down to the Velcro strap, you can see that it has that tan brown for the piping. Handcrafted Victory Fight Gear, which is placed vertically. It's kind of like a rubberized patch. And you have about, I'd say, a ½ inch of really dense padding on the back of the wrist. I mean, that's really hard padding. There's really no give to it. So when you're pushing down on it, you can see how stiff that is. Full wraparound leather Velcro strap. Says 16-ounce genuine leather right there. The actual wrist itself has, I'd say, almost an inch of padding, so really well padded to give you that support. What I do like about it is this padding kind of comes up and over into the palm, so it gives you some palm padding right there that, for those of you that obviously know how or love to parry shots, or even if you're into kickboxing or Muay Thai, then that a little extra padding there is definitely beneficial. The padding on the thumb side comes up and it ends to right about here where the white piping starts on the thumb. You do have a blue leather attached thumb there, and a really nice large grip bar right there. So you also have the old school cursive strip that's on the fingertip compartment. It says old school, and the elastic strip that keeps the piping together, and a satin liner on the inside, as well as some tricot on the back of the hand. Now, quality-wise, these gloves are actually really nice. I'd say that the big opportunity here would be the stitching, mainly on the left glove. The right glove wasn't too bad, but the leather looks awesome. I love the look of this tan brown leather, and the feel of it feels nice and thick, feels high quality. It uses a triple layer of foam that's more on the firm side, so it's definitely not by any means a really soft glove, and there's definitely a little bit of a break-in period. They're not ultra stiff, but you can see there that you have a multi-layer of foam. The leather looks really nice and consistent. I haven't had any issues with any kind of bubbling within the leather or the foam on the inside there. You see stitching is done pretty well, where the back of the thumb meets the back of the hand. The piping along the strap looks good. Just the areas like right here where the hinge point is at was an issue. Not to mention these gloves were 1 whole ounce underweight, so they're not accurate or true to weight as their 16-ounce advertisement. And you can see there, stitching looks pretty good on the palm. Again, the issue I saw, which I showed you guys earlier in the close-up, was just some symmetry between the two stitches. You know, kind of starts off wide and gets a little bit narrow. And same thing here. Again, this is more of an aesthetic thing, not really a durability issue. Attached thumb looks good. Area where the thumb meets the index finger looks pretty clean. The leather is all bonded nicely and stitched in and tucked to the inside fingertip compartment. The outside edge right here looks really clean where it comes down. And that Velcro strap is nice and tight. Liner doesn't have any holes or exposed foam on the inside. And one thing I do like about the liner here too, it doesn't bunch up. It's nice and smooth. So I'd say again, the stitching is probably the main point, but the leather looks great. And the glove feels really nice and tight, really nicely put together. Now sliding in here comfort-wise, put your hand in here, it's very comfortable. This glove, I would say, is a little bit more on the wider side. And you can even see that when I put these on. It has more of a kind of a tapered, wider, flat look to it, which makes for a really good sparring glove and a pretty decent bag glove, as well as for the mitts, but it's definitely wider for a 16-ounce glove. So for those of you that have bigger hands, longer fingers, I think this would be ideal for you. And even if you do have medium-sized hands like me, even with hand wraps on, that's not going to be an issue. The thumb placement's really good. I don't feel like it jams at the very tip, or do I feel like there's an issue with the piping on the thumb pinching down onto my hand. So no numbness there. Good amount of padding on the back of the thumb right there. I wish that the finger compartment was a little bit deeper. By that I mean I feel like I'm kind of making a fist like this rather than curling my finger over to make a fist. I don't know if I'm making sense there, but sometimes with certain gloves, you almost feel like you're bending your fingers and making a fist like this rather than really curling your finger underneath. And I feel like if this fingertip compartment was a little bit deeper and kind of sunken in more, you would be able to really roll your hand over and make a really tight fist. It's not uncomfortable by any means. It's just kind of a personal preference and being able to form a better fist. But you do have a little piece of neoprene that goes over the stitching, so I do like that feature there. And the tricot liner on the back of hand is super comfortable, doesn't bunch up. So I definitely like the fact that they use that tricot liner. Wrist support feels really good. I love the fact that they put a lot of padding here, so it kind of fills in that gap. And one other thing I want to show you guys before I forget, the glove is pretty well balanced. So the distribution of weight is really nice. And the fact that they put this, this wrist padding right here really balances the glove out. Now protection and performance, I would say these gloves are a all-around gym training glove. So if you're looking for a glove that you want to just use for one thing, you know, one pair of gloves for everything in the gym, this would be a pretty ideal choice. Keep in mind, there's a little bit of a break-in period. You can see that I can open my hand up, just it takes a little bit of effort. So over time, using this and doing whatever you're doing, sparring, hitting the bag, doing mitts, this will eventually break in, but definitely more on the protective side. You can see just how firm that padding is. It's not rock solid. By firm that I mean, it doesn't feel like, you know, like you're hitting a wall. So you can use these for sparring and not be too concerned about your sparring partner getting pissed off at you for the glove being rock solid or like a puncher's glove where they can feel your knuckles go right through. So definitely good and protective in that regard. You get pretty good crack on the back with these. Nice level of protection there. Yeah, and like I said, I think the main thing is just being able to really curl your fingers over. I feel like that's probably the biggest opportunity with these gloves. Thumb placement is great. Shock absorption is awesome with this. Feedback's not too bad. You could definitely do better with the feedback. I think that'll get better as this foam breaks in a little bit more and kind of softens up. But there's definitely a break-in period with these gloves. Now, price point wise, these gloves are 99 bucks. So they come in, you know, $99.99, so 1 cent under 100 bucks. You know, granted, you might have to pay for shipping if you decide to ship them, or if you go to the store directly, you'll just have to worry about sales tax. But it's actually a really good price point. I think, you know, aside from the stitching and maybe just a little bit of a deeper finger compartment, these gloves are really nice. I mean, I love the way the gloves look. The leather looks clean. The way the design with the logos and everything, I think they did enough branding on the gloves that you know what gloves these are, but it doesn't look like the logos are thrown up all over the gloves. And I think they're really comfortable. There's a couple little small things I would fix to make these gloves perfect, which I already mentioned, but for 99 bucks, that's not a bad deal. You're right in there with some gloves that are really similar, and even some gloves that are not made of genuine leather, that are made out of synthetic material. So you may be able to score these, you know, like on a holiday, or if you get a sale with these, which will definitely help out with the price. So if you have any questions or comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. I'll put the link in the description box where you can find these Victory Fight Gear boxing gloves. See you guys next time. Peace.